Going back in, going into Rockstar. I like that name. I really liked it when old games had really like titles with puns. For example, I had a bunch of Crash Bandicoot Game Boy Advance games, and they had a lot of titles of their songs where it was like, sorry, I spoiled it. They had a lot of level titles where it was like either titles of songs or bands or whatever, excuse me. And I thought that was really cool. I just think like having little Easter eggs, like real Easter eggs, like that, is cool. So, this world being called Rockstar, I think is really charming. That's coming from a Gen Z. Oh my word. What the heck? A Gen Z playing these old games? I bet you're bad at them. I am. Very, very bad. But that's not like much of a achievement or a talking point because I'm bad at all games. I'm just bad at games. The only time I'm good at games, kind of, is when they're puzzle games and I just get to figure it out. That makes it easy for me. Otherwise, I was just bad at games. Bad at first-person online competitive shooters. Kind of bad at first-person shooters without any caveats to it, like online or competitive. Just kind of bad at games. I love them though. Oh, I love them. I'd say I'm mainly good at like Zelda games. Just you know the type. Just like the kind of puzzles. Not much challenge. I don't care if you're gonna be like, oh, but this boss was hard. Not much challenge to me. I'll say that. How's that? No, I'm good at Zelda games because it's just like, oh, play the game, have fun. That's it. That's literally it. Maybe experience a good story if you're playing the right one. I played Tears of the Kingdom not too long ago. It's actually, I live stream just a little bit of it. You can find it on the Crooked Live channel. It's a channel I don't use. I used to use it back when I didn't put live streams on this channel because I was like, oh, but I can have 2 channels and that'll be good because then the people who just want videos won't get disturbed by the live stream updates. That doesn't really, I just decided to consolidate it to one channel now because, like, come on. You can find the VODs there if you really want. But the point is, can't break that nose. The point is, I like that game. I do. Trust me. It's not the best Zelda game I've ever played, and it's not really far enough off from Breath of the Wild in my personal opinion. I'm getting hit. But it's definitely fun and good, for the most part. Where it isn't fun and good is, it's where it's like the same world, but instead of, what the heck? I still can't figure this little mini game out. It's like, so it's the same world as Breath of the Wild. It adds a lot of stuff. But the problem is, like, Zelda's about exploration, right? You wanna get exploring. You wanna do the cool stuff, and going straight back into the same world, it doesn't really play to that so well. Oh, I got crushed. So the problem with Tears of the Kingdom is like, oh, this would be really, really cool if it was. Oh, I got my ability's gone. Uh-oh. It'd be really cool if it was, its own thing. Like, if that came out instead of Breath of the Wild, you dig? Instead, it's like it feels like an add-on to Breath of the Wild. Instead of its own game. It feels like DLC. A really hefty DLC, but it's DLC regardless, right? That's what I felt like every moment I was playing the game. I was like, oh, Breath of the Wild, oh no, this is Tears of the Kingdom. And what was the difference? Link had a big other hand, and there were a lot of differences. But it's not different enough. And so I didn't, that's the first Zelda game I didn't finish that I put real time into. Like, I have played, what is it? I've played Zelda 2. What? I don't know why I automatically spit that out. I don't know what I'm saying. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was the first Zelda game I put actual time into that I didn't finish. I played games like Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 and haven't finished them, but I didn't put real time into them. Someday I will. Yeah, guaranteed. But, no, just having Tears of the Kingdom, one Zelda I looked forward to for a pretty long time, couple of years, be the first Zelda game that I didn't finish after putting time into it. Like, I don't know how many hours. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to say the least. Like, I just probably wanted to like that game really bad. And I don't. I think it's mediocre. It's not even that it's not even that I hate it. I can't say that I hate it. I wish I could, honestly. To be honest with you. Like, that's better than being like, oh, this game that I wanted is like, it's good, but it's, I don't like saying that. I'd like to have a strong opinion on it, love or hate, but I don't. Tears of the Kingdom, a lot of people will probably really like it. It's probably someone's first Zelda, and they're like, oh, this is magical. I love that. I love, like, thinking that. It's not for me. And that's just it. Also, in the first... So in Breath of the Wild, right, you got these abilities. They were really well thought out. One, let you soar into the air and use your paraglider to get to more areas in the world without having to climb, and really plan out your climbs too. It was really good. Breath of the Wild doesn't have that, but it does have vehicles. It's just a little more tedious to do. So, but that's not all. I mean, you had an ability in Breath of the Wild that acted as a automatic fairy. If you don't know what that means, it means that you got fully healed upon death. One time, if it was charged. That was pretty dope. A lot of enemies you'll find in Breath of the Wild are really powerful. They take a lot of your health. It's more so like that than other Zelda games, even. Which is a lot of fun, but if you go into a hard area and you get killed, you have to go through the death animation and all that. It's kind of like, huh. And you can also use it to your advantage by just like dying once and then continuing the fight. It's really good. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't have that. It doesn't. Its equivalent is, what is it? I don't even remember. It's not worth it. I don't know what to say about it. I died. In Breath of the Wild, one of your abilities, I think, it let you charge up a charged attack, and then you would send out a huge shockwave of electricity when you did that. It really beefed up those charge attacks, let me tell you. And in in Tears of the Kingdom, I think it's kind of similar, but it's for the bow, so you get it on a smaller scale. It's fine. It's actually the only ability change that I'm actually really okay with. We're on King DDD's back, and he's got a hammer. Oh, he even spins it. Wow. That's a thing I wish they did in the Mario movies. Had Donkey Kong wind up his punch one time. I don't know. That's a weird tangent. Thing is, like that, I don't know. That's one of my big things about Tears of the Kingdom, is that they kind of disregarded the past game, like the prior game, the directly prior game, and the world that was supposed to be the same. A lot of it was just disregarded. Oh, we had these cool abilities and all that. Well, get new ones. Instead of having a wind surge ability where you go up into the air, you get a wind surge ability that sends you laterally places, horizontally. And even when you use it, it hardly does anything. And also, when you get a nice piece of gear, you won't use it anymore. I'm talking about the dive suit, the flight suit. That was a fun part of the game, actually, getting that. But it's like a little thing. And Breath of the Wild had them too. So overall, I think I can say that Breath of the Wild was better designed. Which is sad to say, because Tears of the Kingdom took so long for them to make. And it makes me sad that I say that. I don't want to have that opinion. I wanted to like Tears of the Kingdom a whole lot, and I just don't. Let me get that crystal. I'm glad there are people that did really like it. I don't know how many of them there are, because I stopped paying attention at all to Zelda fandoms, because they're really toxic about which games are the best. Not something you would expect, right? From a game of a simple, nice, kid-like game about exploring. You wouldn't expect that to be super toxic. They are. I'm sorry to say. If you didn't know, a lot of fandoms are like that. I don't know how many people really love Tears of the Kingdom with all their hearts, but I hope there's someone, because of how hard Nintendo and their people worked on it. I'm not saying they necessarily deserve that praise with how much stuff Nintendo's been doing lately, but that game deserves praise. People worked on it. I'll stand by that opinion. These enemies don't look like they'll give me any powers, but that one does. Thing with getting fire and electricity is I did get that combination earlier on. It just makes you rub a sheet of paper on your head and then light on fire. And then run around with it. So fire is actually better. Just normal fire is better than whatever. Is this anything? Nope. I wasted my electricity. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, there's some fire. And now I'm a fireball. Ow. If you've watched my Ocarina of Time episodes, you know that I hate on Zelda games a lot. I've explained why. It's just because it's literally just because I love the game so much that I shit on them. I have to be critical of them, or else I don't know that I actually like them. And that's something I actually took directly from the Zelda fandom. It's like, people are like, no, actually Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game in the franchise. And I think that opinion sucks. Flat out. Just be like, oh, yep. Right answer. Right answer, no question. No. What is this? Well, we'll never figure out what fire and ice is. I'm sure I did it while testing this game out, but we'll never know. We'll know what this is, though. Oh, no, it's ice skating. I don't think that's great. Well, we'll keep it for now. Ow! Yeah, I'm hard on the Zelda series just because if you just say something's great and something's good and you never question it, you don't know if it is. You just thought it was at some point. What if your opinions changed? And now when you see the game's gimmicks, you're like, oh, well, that's I mean, that's a bit like, I don't know. Not really into that now. That's fine. Just know things. This is exactly where I stop my test. By the way, just in case you wanted to know. Ugh. Gosh, it is late at night right now. I've had a long day. Bit of a long day. It's actually only 11:49, so it's not that long. But I am feeling it's a bit drowsy. What's weird about those fish is that that's their head and they extrude their head. Oh, I got rid of my power up accidentally. It's okay, I can get another one. I could go. I could go on something new. Go on a tirade about Kirby games. We'll actually address the topic of the game. I'm kind of staying away. I was staying away from that because I feel like I talk about just the game sometimes a bit too much, and that might make it uninteresting. I don't know though. I don't get to watch these after once I make them, they're just made, and I don't get to be like, oh, this is good because I made it. Oh no! And if you make something, then you can't just be like, yeah, and this is why it's good. A lot of artists out there. My art is good because I use this way of shading. And my technique is actually really good, and you know, let someone else decide. You have no idea if you're good or not. You might think you are, but that is your opinion, and you should instead rely on the opinion of the consumers, or lack thereof. It's my opinion. Like, you could think your art is good, that's totally fine. And you... Oh, I missed it again. You would think that Kirby jumps his longest when he has his arms fully up. No! It makes sense. It's probably when he has his, Oh, yeah. He probably goes the most forward when he has his arms extended the furthest. That makes a lot of sense to think about it that way. But I would jump when my arms are all the way up. Maybe I'm doing jumping wrong, hey? I don't know. That's just how I would do it. Back in my day, we jumped when we were children. I've decided that I need lore. I need dad lore. People call it that. I need to be able to tell my children that I did the craziest thing. Or just anyone. Okay. Maybe just you guys. We'll see how life goes for me. Whether or not I am happy and married or not married and also probably happy. I don't. My happiness is not dependent on other people. Oh, this is fun. This reminds me of New Super Mario Bros. First dungeon where stuff like this happened. Whoa! I'm gonna get that crystal. But yeah, I need the lore. I need to be able to say, I did this, and it was pretty cool. Or, I did this atrocious thing. Did you know? Anyway, see ya, Sonny. Sonny daughter. Hey, artist, what are you doing? Staring at the black squares of infinite terror? Okay. Well, I can't look that way. I'm on a linear path, so good luck on your own. What does this mean? Let's see. Tree, star, water, moon, sun. Leaf with bone in a bone-in leaf. Cloud, blank. Is there anything above this? No. So that means nothing, and I don't know what it's talking about. Those are two contradictory sentences. That means nothing, and I don't know what it's talking about. I don't have any power-ups here. And I'm probably gonna have to fight a boss powerless. Nope, there we go. 2 electrics. That's good. That's good enough. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Oh. Do you guys know about Taylor Swift's new album? I've only heard clips of it. One of them is, I cry a lot, but I am so productive. And I think if that is a real lyric, the album may be as uncreative as people are saying. I haven't listened to it yet. I might. Who knows? If you have, let me know. What is the meaning? One of the lyrics I'm just remembering now is it's her talking about how one of her ex-boyfriends used to get down in the, I'll just say it outright. No kids here. Used to, like, I don't know, finger her while playing Call of Duty with his friends. And I don't think that's what said. I don't know if I'd call that creative, to be honest with you. But hey, I am not the one who decides. As stated. I can decide for me, but it's really the majority of the audience who gets to decide that stuff. Like, I am not your average Taylor Swift listener or hater. I just don't care enough to ascribe crazy opinions to that. No. So, let me know, guys. Taylor Swift's new album, good, bad, other opinions. I want to know, because I simply don't have any opinions on this matter. It's like, whatever. I lost my ability. What's happening? I'm at the tippy top. And now I need to start fighting. Okay, so if I think I can assume that each of these little orbs needs to hit their color in order to do damage. I wonder if I'm wrong. Because I just hit the green orb and it took damage. I hit it. What did I hit it with? I cry a lot, but I'm so productive. Say what you will, that... Aw, man. Say what you will. That line being so... bad... gets stuck in your head. A lot of Taylor Swift... A lot of Swizzle's music gets stuck in your head. My favorite is... What is it? What's it called? Taylor Swift, you belong with me. You belong with me. You know that song? where it's like really creepy and uncomfortable, but that makes it really funny. Right, like it's a song that's a girl being like, oh, she's all these things and you don't like them sometimes, which is just a relationship. And so you belong with me, and she's all preppy and I wear jeans. It's kind of, it is a weird song. Love it or hate it, it's a weird song, and I love it. I think it's awesome because it's like kind of creepy and you wouldn't expect it. You belong with me. Oh, this should be sweet. Oh, you're like objectifying. Okay, well, you're judging by someone by how they. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to describe it too much. It's just really funny to assume. It should just be like, oh yeah. So the great T Swizzle, she wrote a song about how a guy and his girlfriend don't get along as she would with that girl's boyfriend. Isn't that funny? I think it's a bit funny. Why did that thing attack me? Wow, I did damage to it. I didn't think I would. Whew. Let's do blue. Let's take blue out. And blue is out. Whoa! Whoa, we did it! Yeah, yeah. I don't hate T Swift, by the way. I think she can do whatever she wants as long as she stops polluting the planet just so much. She got like 2 private jets or something, and she flies back and forth from places. I mean, make some reservations, guy. That's just me, though. Have whatever opinion you want. You're totally entitled to it. Kirby is dying in the desert, and his friends are going to be eaten because they're food? That's a weird cutscene. Oh, no, they're just eating. Well, his friends prevented the bite of Kirby 87. Oh, the painter's just painting foods. I wonder what they taste like. Chemicals? Like harsh chemicals, the paint? New planet. No, it's a star. What is this one? What's this one gonna be called? Something funny? I hope so. I'm talking in circles. None of these things matter. Aqua Star. That's not a great pun, but it does have water on it. And if you want to see it, you're gonna have to wait till the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and tell your parents about it because they need to know. I'm excited to keep going throughout this game. It's supposed to be like 4 hours if you just stick to the main story, and I am going to. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. See you later.